Hi, so we've just arrived in
Lisbon.
Had
to think
there. Yeah, it was a hell of a drive to get here.
Raining constantly.
Yeah, pretty bad conditions. We also made a bit of a mistake as well, didn't we? When we got onto the A2 motorway, because we'd been told that you don't have to pay tolls anywhere in Portugal anymore, the barriers were up, so we just went straight through. But what we were actually supposed to do was take a ticket, and then when we came to the second set of barriers, as we came into Lisbon, obviously we didn't have a ticket.
So they charged us the full amount
of
the motorway.
Yeah,
so
like
81 euros.
81 euros, yeah. So
not sure what it should have been from Faro, but
I mean, it might not have been far off that anyway. But yeah, it's a bit of potentially an expensive mistake that we've made there. But never mind. We're here in Lisbon, and we're at the famous statue. I've been calling it the Christ the Redeemer statue, but I think it's called the Cristo statue or something. But yeah, more about that in a minute. We're going to check it out. Yeah, it is of course the Santuário de Cristo Rei, the statue. Now that is a view. Wow. Oh god, so we had to abandon going up the tower. We very kindly got given some free tickets by a very nice lady who didn't have time to wait in the queue, so she let us have her tickets. But it's just so windy here, isn't it? It's
so windy because we're obviously really high up, and then we got in the queue and it was freezing. It was like just on a wind trap, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then the kids started moaning, didn't want to queue any longer, and then so we decided to hop the fence to get out of the queue.
And look at it
walked
now.
Along a little bit, and then then the heavens opened. So thankfully we made the right decision and came out the queue.
We did, yeah, we definitely did. So well done, kids, for insisting on telling us to get out of the queue. Because
how close is that car going to get?
Yeah, now we've just been blocked in the car park.
Why have they got so close to us?
I don't know. Anyway, we're going to head to the campsite now, I think, or maybe just wait for the rain to stop and then head there.
Yeah,
because I don't really fancy trying to navigate the streets of Lisbon in these conditions, to be honest with you.
No, we'll just wait a minute, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, see you then.
Anyway. So we've just, we've been here for a little while now. We're at the campsite Lisboa Camping in Lisbon, and seems like quite a nice campsite actually. It's absolutely huge, isn't it? It's massive.
I haven't really seen it all.
Well, you can see that it's big.
Yeah, it's big.
It's a big campsite, and there's a lot of pictures, and a lot of them kind of look like permanent pictures as well, like people who live here, which is a bit weird. But well, not weird, but it is what it is. But yeah, got a bit of a dilemma, haven't we? On the way to here from where we were at the statue earlier, the amber engine management light came on, and it's happened before. So when we first had this vehicle, it came on after a couple of days of owning it, and it turned out to just be a faulty sensor. So I'm pretty sure that that's what it's going to be this time. It's going to be something like that. It's going to be something to do with emissions, some kind of weird thing like that, hopefully. But we don't know whether or not we should get it checked by a mechanic here, which would obviously be at our expense because I suppose we're not technically broken down? Or do we just risk it and just continue our journey, or do we try and cut it short and just try and take the shortest route back to Santander and break up the driving over the next few days so it's not all in one hit, which is kind of the option that we're erring towards at the moment, isn't it?
I just feel like we need an adult to make a decision for us.
We do need an adult to make the decision, and you know, we've had our fair share of vehicle problems in the past, haven't we, with our motorhome?
Yeah, not while we've been away though.
No. In fact, the motorhome always had an engine light on, but that's just because I think it had a faulty sensor. But yeah, it's a bit worrying, and it's kind of stressful. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to try and sleep on it, and maybe tomorrow we'll come to a decision as to whether or not we're going to take it to a mechanic here in Lisbon. Kind of, which, you know, I suppose there's going to be a lot of you screaming at the screen saying, yeah, just do that. That's the sensible thing to do. So yeah, it's annoying, and I had a feeling something was wrong, because on the drive here and over the last couple of days actually, we were only getting about 31, 32 miles per gallon, whereas the rest of the trip it's been, you know, between 35 and 40. So I kind of had a feeling that there was something not quite right, but other than that, it's driving absolutely fine. So yeah,
maybe we'll risk it for a biscuit, maybe we won't.
Yeah, we're pretty reckless. We are pretty reckless, and we've got breakdown cover. So worst comes to worst, you know, we'll do that. It's not flashing, it is just amber, and you know, if you consult the guidebook, it says, you know, that it's safe to drive, but take it to a mechanic at, you know, as early as possible. Now, last time the light came on, I continued to drive the vehicle for about a week before I could get booked into a mechanic. Nobody seemed to you know, think it was that urgent. So
yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I think we'll be okay. But
we'll try and get it home, I think.
Yeah, we had originally planned to go back via the Picos de Europa. I don't think we're going to do that now, because I think that's going to be a lot of up and down and a lot of strain on the vehicle. I think we should just try and take the most direct route home, which is a real shame. I was really looking forward to doing that, but you know, I don't want to have any problems.
Yeah.
So yeah, joys. We'll obviously keep you updated with how it goes, and we'll still go around Lisbon tomorrow, and we'll still show you Lisbon, and we're really looking forward to that. From what we've seen of Lisbon so far, it looks really cool,
just
doesn't it?
The weather's turned a bit since we've headed further up north, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot cooler.
Yeah, very changeable. It keeps coming over raining, and then sunny, then hot, then cold, so it's hard to know what to wear.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably about 15 degrees today.
When the sun's out, it's lovely, but when it rains and the sun goes in, it can be really cold. So we'll see how tomorrow goes.
Anyway, I think we're going to end today's bit of footage
I think
now.
we should probably start dinner, really.
Yeah, we're just going to cook dinner at the campsite tonight. We're just going to have a chill out, and
the kids are playing in the football pitch here, which is nice because we can see it just from sitting here.
Yeah, it's a great campsite, this, like for inner city campsite, brilliant.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're in the middle of a big city.
No, it's surrounded by trees. It's very pretty. It's much nicer than the one in Madrid. Yeah. Anyway, see you in the morning. Hopefully the light goes off. Alright, so today's a new day. Obviously we had a bit of a stressful day yesterday, had a few issues. So we're just going to enjoy being in Lisbon today. Forgot my microphone, so the audio is going to be terrible on this. Well, I didn't forget the microphone, I forgot to charge it. So yeah, we're going to take you around Lisbon. What you got?
Pastel de nata.
Pastel de nata. Start the day right.
Oh.
These look good. Thank you. How is it?
The best one.
It is delicious.
Want another one?
Go, go. Yeah. That was awesome, wasn't it, in the time-out market?
Delicious.
Yeah, really good. Definitely go there if you're in Lisbon. So this is a really famous little hole-in-the-wall place that sells some sort of cherry liqueur, I believe. Apparently you've got to try it if you come into Lisbon, so we're going to try it. Right, go.
What, are you down it?
Well, just, I don't know, whatever. Bloody hell. Don't put hairs on your chest, as my nan would say. Actually, it's quite nice. I like it. I like
It's
it.
got a cherry in it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got cherries in the bottom. Apparently it's good.
I think
luck
I'm
to
just
it.
going to have to down the rest, otherwise I'm not quite drinking.
Yeah, it's good. Eat one of the cherries. Huh? Are the cherries good? Very strong. That's good. Do you want a queue to get on tram 28?
No.
So yeah, we'd heard that going on tram 28 is a must-do experience in Lisbon, but that's the queue to get on it.
Hate queues.
So is any tram worth queuing an hour to get on?
No.
Probably not.
Just take a photo of the tram.
Yeah, so we'll leave that one, I think. Just a quick update on the van situation. I've just been ringing around loads of garages and I've managed to find one that will have a look for us tomorrow. So best to get it checked, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, because we've still got like another 10 hours at least of driving to do. So yeah, it's best to know what the problem is before doing that amount of driving, I think. So yeah, hopefully it won't be anything serious. One thing I'm really loving about Lisbon as well is there's so many kind of like little hole-in-the-wall alcohol serving places. We've had a few shots already and it's great, isn't it? Oh, so unfortunately the weather today isn't ideal. It's been raining on and off pretty much all day, but we're not going to let that spoil the day. It's come to escape the rain, haven't we?
Yeah.
In a tin sardine shop.
Yeah. Just sardines.
It's all kinds of different stuff, isn't it? Should get some. We're getting pretty entertained in here as well. So yeah, that was Soli Pesca. It's a tin fish shop, which also does drinks as well, and got some pretty good entertainment from the performer there. Quick, go. What was that guy's name? EU Bright was providing us with the entertainment there, and the kids thought it was pretty hilarious. It's raining really badly now, so we're going to dive into a restaurant somewhere once we find a decent one. So yeah, not the best weather. We're in a tourist trap restaurant, guys.
And we don't care because it's raining and we're starving.
Yeah, oh well. That should cheer you up. How is it?
Good one, actually.
Cheers.
Don't hit me.
How's your margarita?
Probably the best one I've ever had.
There we go. Maybe it's not so bad in here after all.
You see? Put that down. Put it down.
Take a picture.
Lucian's got a steak. Look how happy he looks. So we just had a nice meal at Cais de Tejo restaurant, which was €77. It's actually quite nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was alright.
For a touristy trap place, it was not too bad. But yeah, it's still raining, it's pretty grim. We've just ordered an Uber, so we're just going to go back to the campsite. So yeah, that was Lisbon. Would have loved to have stayed longer, and potentially we might have to, depending on how tomorrow goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a beautiful city, but unfortunately we've not picked the best day to be here. It has rained heavily, but we'd love to come back and see it when it's not raining. So yeah, we're going to head back to the campsite now. Uber's on the way. Okay, so we're back at the campsite now. It's still raining, sadly. Quite a hairy ride back in the Uber, wasn't it? A bit mad.
I was playing on my phone. It made me feel sick.
Yeah,
Just driving.
it was crazy. As a lot of the drivers in Lisbon, I think. But yeah, that's we're just going to do our campsite review of Lisboa Camping. So what are you going to give it out of 10?
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. It's absolutely huge, this site. It's enormous. It's by far the biggest campsite that we've ever stayed at. It's absolutely massive.
Yeah, it serves a purpose because we've been able to stay in the city, and it's only a €7 Uber drive into the centre, which is good. But
Yeah.
as for the facilities, I'd probably give a 4.
Yeah, the facilities here are extremely dated. Not, I mean, I wouldn't say they're dirty, but they're not the cleanest. They're just a little bit grubby.
Yeah, the females' toilets and showers are not very nice. I don't really like them.
Yeah, and like the play area and stuff is just all. It's just, I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully, they're repairing it for the summer, but it's just all a bit of a wreck. As is the crazy golf. Pool area looks nice, but it's closed. And yeah, it's just a bit of a shame really, because I think this could be a really nice site. It's very picturesque in amongst all these big trees. It is nice to
Yeah, it serves a purpose because you obviously come here because you want to visit Lisbon, not chill out in a campsite. So
yeah, and
it's
if you
fine.
did chill out at the campsite, if the weather was good and we were all sat out there, it would be lovely to be fair. So
yeah, it's probably the weather's put a bit of a dampener on it, maybe. So
yeah, so I think if we're fair, we'd probably say maybe 6 out of 10 for this one. And I think that's just us being honest about it. It could be, it has potential.
If you are coming to Lisbon, I would probably recommend coming here still because.
Yeah, I mean there are some other campsites that I looked at before booking this one that are closer to the beach, that are a bit further out of the city. Maybe they'd be a bit nicer if you're staying for a few more days. It might be a bit better to stay at one of those. But yeah, if you are just wanting a base close to the centre of Lisbon, I think this is pretty much your only option. And it's not cheap either. I mean, for a electric pitch, hard standing pitch, this was I think about €40 a night. Yeah, so it's not cheap. But anyway, that's our campsite review of Lisboa campsite. And also that is the end of this week's vlog. Tomorrow we were due to drive up to Porto, but that kind of hangs in the balance really, because as we mentioned earlier in the video, we do have a dashboard light that's come on. So luckily I've been able to find a mechanic who's willing to plug in and see what the issue is tomorrow. So yeah, it kind of depends on how that goes as to what we end up doing tomorrow. Either way, even if we take the shortest route back to Santander, we've still got a good 9 or 10 hours worth of driving to do.
Over 3 or 4 days.
Over 3 or 4 days, yeah. Which, you know, isn't ideal if you've got a dashboard light on. So yeah, we'll keep you posted next week with how that goes. But until now, until then, we've just got to say thanks very much for watching. We really appreciate it. If you like our kind of content, then please give us a subscribe. We'd really appreciate that. Massive thank you to everyone who has done already. And yeah, we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.